almost last slides of my presentation. So we're here. If there is no magnetic field, then we, as I told you, we get a permission for the cosmic rays to hit the Earth's surface. The high energetic particles can directly come, they vanish our atmosphere, they can directly hit and everything, and there won't be any atmosphere. If there is no atmosphere, we won't have any life. So this is how the Earth's magnetic field, the effect of sun, all these things are very much, and that's why it is very much important to track these things. So how to monitor, I'll just tell you a little bit. As this is a magnetic field, we should have something which can sense the magnetic field. So the instrument which senses the magnetic field are known as magnetometers. So all over the world, the magnetometers are placed. You can see here in this particular map, whatever red dots are there, these are the magnetic stations. So these all sense the magnetic field continuously. So anything up and down happens, we can actually come to know, okay, there is something and it is a kind of warning to us, and we have to think of our systems there. And if we know little bit in advance, say if we can predict whatever is happening on sun, then we can in advance take precautions. But till now the scientists are, because we cannot send any satellite on sun directly, we cannot sense the sun, we have to have some distance. So whatever we know about sun is from the satellite which is actually near to Earth. It is not near to the sun, but it is in between sun and Earth system. So if that satellite senses any good emission or any big emission, any high energetic emission from that satellite, we come to know, okay, this and all thing is going to happen. So till now, with that, all these things in mind, the scientists are just can tell some 30 minutes to 1 hour, not even 1 hour. 1 hour is very high range. So just before 30 minutes, they can predict, okay, this is, so the prediction window is very small right now, up to present. So in this present scenario also, we are not able to predict before 30 minutes. So we get a very small window to take care of our satellites and our systems. But scientists are continuously making efforts to predict something. So that's why study of sun, study of Earth, study of geomagnetic field, study of space weather is so much important to us. So here, this is something about my previous institute where I did my PhD. That institute we alone had 12 to 13 geomagnetic observatories. So all over the India, you can see here in the map, and we actually continuously monitor the magnetic field. Continuous means there are years and years of data. So right from 1960s till now, the geomagnetic field monitoring is continuous. So that much data is there, and scientists regularly check those data. And here I end my talk. So I just hope that you actually could know about these things, that how sun is harmful and how we are getting saved by these all things. Okay, now we will go to the questions. Actually, I missed some of the questions. I guess one of the students, they actually asked about magnetic field on the Mars. Yes, it has significant magnetic field. The Mars has significant magnetic field. So there is a magnetosphere. So little bit I can explain that if we know something about Earth, why, okay, we know that sun is harming Earth, or this is how we actually should think about the Earth system, and we should study this regularly. But in a way, studying the Earth also is helpful to study different planets. So if we know something is there on the Earth, we just try to find a similar thing on the other planets. So say if magnetic field is there, Then what about Mars? If Mars has magnetic field or not? So such kind of instruments will be placed. Once magnetic field is detected, then what magnetic structure we have on the Earth? Does it actually replicate there on the Mars? So all these things are very much important. So before planning any mission to other planets, or before getting into other planets, we have to have a good knowledge of our own planet, and that's how we can extend it to other planetary systems. Now Arush is asking, what will happen if we close all the electronic system of satellite? Isn't it harmful? No, actually what happens is, satellite is kind of a capsule or something which is actually taking all the instrument inside it. So we call them as payloads. Now payloads are nothing but the experiments. So what happens is, these experiments are the whole electromagnetic system. Of course the satellite is also the electric system, but we shut down the electronic systems which are in the payloads. So any information should not be missed or misjudged. And it can also, if we can actually know something is going to happen, because we can remotely access the satellite, the path can be little bit deviated. So what we can do, they can pull or push the satellite from its path temporarily. That's how those radiations can be avoided. So if we know in prior that something is going to happen, the satellite position can be little bit adjusted for some period of time. Any other questions? Actually, this is kind of material science question. Even I don't know the exact names of the materials, but it is not metal, of course, because if you take the metal, it is very much prone to have some defects with the radiation, high radiation. So always it is kind of alloy things. We have to mix the materials together to have something which can withstand the radiations and the harmful particles, energetic particles. So it is not a single metal kind of thing. Arush is asking about white holes. Actually, I seriously don't have any idea about white holes. Maybe Space Life in upcoming lectures can tell you about these white holes. Any other questions? If not, then I hand it over to the host.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much for having a wonderful session with Earth, planets, and all.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We'll get you again soon. Thank you very much for having this session. And you and
thank you
to the Dr. Selvam sir also.
Yeah, thank you. We are also happy to be part of this program.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.